Right, taking a new what that helicopter was. So as you can see, that was the Royal Navy Agustawestland Merlin Mark II, that was. So as you can see, that was one of the British Royal Navy Agustawestland Merlin Mark II, that is. And as you can see, the rate is ZH826, that is. So as you can see, the registration is ZH826. And you can see the call sign is Tiger 64. As you can see, that's the call sign for that one, which is Tiger 64. So as you can see from here, look, it just took off. So roughly it took off as base to Culdrose at 3:22 PM. But looks as if it's just started off doing this circuit training by the looks of it. So as you can see, it's just literally being around doing some circuit by the looks of it. So as you can see, this is where it took off from, at its base at Royal Navy Air Station Culdrose. So as you can see from here, he flew in here about 18,000 feet. So yeah, that was the height he flew in. That was about 18,000 feet. It should go into plane fire, it should be on there. Yep, plane fire's got that one. So yep, as you can see, it's done a huge circuit, and as you can see, it's been trained just over nearby the lizard by the looks of it. So yeah, as you can see, this is where it's been training today, apparently. It's been out there doing training anyway. So yeah, so this is where it's been out doing training towards to actually. So yeah. It's okay, so yep. So that was the British Royal Navy Agustawestland Merlin Mark II, that was. And the registration is ZH826. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye. Okay, so taking that was the same helicopter as we just saw earlier on, but obviously that was the same registration. So again, that was the British Royal Navy Agustawestland Merlin Mark II HM1, and with the same registration as ZH826 and the same course on his Tiger 64, which, as you can see here, look, it's just, as you can see from here, look, we saw it as it just dropped down as he was about excuse me. Okay, so as you can see from here, he dropped about 22,000 feet. Then from here, he just dropped as he was at 18,000 feet. And if I go to plane finder, there he is. As you can see, this is how much training he's been up to. So, as you can see, he's just been up doing hovering train over just towards Three Milestone. As you can see, he's done a big loop over just by Three Milestone, just outside of Truro area, and then it's did one just over. As you can see, then it's just did one over by just by Varian Green, and over near Tresillian, and then did one over just over River Fowl River, so it's did one over there. And as you can see, it's just turned around as he was over near towards Chasewater, and then flew past as he passed over fog, and as you can see, it's now coming for another fly past, which, as you can see now, is descending back to his base at Culdrose by the looks of it. But I don't know whether he's going to go for a touch and go or not. Anyway, I'm not too sure to be honest, but it looks like it's now descending back to Culdrose by the looks of it. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye. Right, again, that was the same helicopter we just seen. Obviously this has now come for its 4th flight pass though, and that was the same helicopter as you saw. That was the Royal Navy Agustawestland Merlin Mark II, that was, as this is on his second attempt of his second training though. I think this is where it's coming for his final one by the looks of it. As you can see, it came in quite close though, but as it was pouring down rain just a minute ago. But as you can see, the rain has just now fully stopped, which I don't know why though. But as you can see, it's just came here as he's done his second temp of his second training. As you can see, from here, I think he was at the same height though, probably about 18,000 feet. He was literally roughly at the same height he was just a minute ago. It was about 18,000 feet. Yeah, you see the look. Let's just have a look what height it's running at. So yeah, so as you can see, it's definitely feeling at the same height, which is about 18,000 feet. But it looks like it's probably on to his final approach of his second train by the looks of it, before it heads back to his base to Culdrose by the looks of it. I think this is where it should be heading back to by the looks of it, back to his base to Culdrose, which I think is probably just, it's done a missed approach at Culdrose by the looks of it. Obviously according to that, it's just done a missed approach at Culdrose. So yeah, it's just went for a missed approach. As he was doing a missed approach after it was going back to Culdrose, but obviously it managed to lift itself up again, but it managed to do touch and go training at Culdrose. But anyway, but it's just managed to do a missed approach at Culdrose anyway, had to do touch and go. So yeah, okay, so yeah, that was the same rage, that was the same registration, that was the ZH826, that was. So yeah, thanks for watching, bye bye.